What's the hardest thing in this work for you, and also in terms of making your ideas and your program work for schools and for students?
There are a few things that make it challenging. A lot of people don't believe that schools can change, and yet they keep sending all the children and young people there. So that's a problem. A lot of people don't believe we can actually turn the ship around and that it's possible to head towards a healthy and sustainable future. And so if they already have that bummer mental model, they don't see why bother. There's a lot of, only half the kids in our country graduate high school at all. 30% actually graduate on time, 20% are still in the building but eventually graduate, and 50% already dropped out. So we have a serious crisis of education in our country. And so to me, those are symptoms of an unsustainable situation. And what I see happening oftentimes is that people treat the symptoms and they don't understand what the problem is. So that's a problem, because they keep trying to put Band-Aids on cancers that ultimately won't change anything. I think if people have heard about education for sustainability, sometimes they think, oh, it's an environmental thing. And so they'll say, well, we teach science, so we're already good to go. And they've missed the point of education for sustainability, that it's about reaching our potential and thriving over time, every generation over time, increasing the possibility that humans in other life can flourish on Earth forever. That's what we want, and we want to reach our potential. And people don't understand. We're solving a problem most people don't know we have. Most people are not. They look around, they don't see that the situation is unsustainable. It's very difficult for them to wrap their mind around it. So that's challenging, because they don't see the problems. And more recently, we've had some folks, I would call them very much radical right folks, they self-identified, who are afraid that it means that sustainability means a loss of autonomy and a loss of private property and national sovereignty, because the whole world is trying to figure out how to work individually and collectively toward a sustainable future, and that scares them. So that's been quite challenging, because to me they've missed the point of the fact that we are a democracy, that we need to work in communities, and that our children's future is at stake. And I'm sure if they understood it that way, that they would be our partners in this work.